we are at point 3, which says right here, we're going to go down vertically. Oh, you know what? I erased this by mistake. 1. Then go up and to the left to 2. Up and to the left to 3. 1, 2, 3. And then 4, we're going to draw down vertically for a 1/2 inch. So a 1/2 inch, this is 1/2, 1/2, 1/2. So we're going to just go down like this. There's 1/2 inch. And let's see here. A little off on my line there. 4. Now for 5, to get to point 5, down and to the right 30 degrees for 2 3/4 inches. So let's do this. Let's get this guy out and put it right on the 4 right there. And instead of stacking the ruler, because that's a little challenging, I'm going to draw really lightly. Make sure I'm lined up on that black line as best I can. I'm going to draw really lightly down and to the right. Then I'm going to measure using this guy for 2 3/4 inches. So here we go. 1, 2 3/4. It ends right there. So I can put my little X. And that is point number 5. I think I'm starting to see what this thing might end up being. And I'm going to go back over it when I'm done with the thick pencil. I'm going to go over all the lines to thicken all this. So for now, it's okay that that line's really late. We know that we know that it ends there. Now we're going to go up and to the left, 45 degrees for 1/2 inch. So here's our 45 degree. Up and to the left, line this guy up. I'm guessing this is the 1/2 inch mark. I don't know for sure, but since it intersects with this little guy, this little shape, I'm going to guess that's a 1/2 inch. And it is. So this will be point 6. Now number 7 is up and to the left 60 degrees for 1 7/8 inches. So let's go to our 60 degree. We're going to start by lining up this black line down here. We're going to start at the 6. We're going to do that for 60 degrees, 1 7/8 inches. I'm just going to draw this line really lightly. Then I'll come back here with my ruler and find 1 7/8 inches. So that's 1 1/2. That's 1 3/4. So 3/4 is equal to 6/8. So that's 7/8. 7/8 right here. So there's our next point. That's point 7. And to get to point 8, we got to go down to the left for 45 degrees for 2 3/8. What do you bet that intercepts right here? Down to the left, 45 degrees. Yeah, I can kind of tell what this is now. Let's put this guy up here. Line it up with the black line down here on the bottom. And I'm guessing this is, look at that, a line ends right at the point 1. I'll bet you anything that's exactly how far we have to go, because that just makes sense. 2 3/8 inches. Let's get out our ruler. No, it's not 2 3/8. What am I saying? To get to point 8. Oh, it is 2 3/8. Oh, okay. So we go through the tail portion of the plane. I bet we erased that. But here we go. So 2 1 2 3/8 is right there. I'm going to line it up with that line. So we're still at 45 degrees. I'm going to stop right here at this tail section of this airplane looking thing, because I'm pretty darn sure that's what they're working on here. This is point 8. Now to get to 9, horizontally, 2 1/4 inches. Horizontally is actually not as easy as you think, because we don't have a horizontal line. We have to eyeball this, right? We want it to be as parallel with these lines as possible down here. This is tricky. So right horizontally, 2 1/4 inches. Trying to line up as best we can. What do you bet it ends right at the nose of the plane? 1, 2. Right horizontally, 2¼ inches. Uh-oh. 1, 2¼ ends right here. Oh, wonder what I did wrong. Or the drawing's wrong. That happens from time to time. From point 8, right horizontally for 2¼ inches. Yeah, that ends right there. Okay, well, we'll do that. We're being as close to parallel as these as possible. Draw this guy over to here, 2 1/4. Put a little X. Something's wrong with my drawing, folks. That didn't look right. I bet this line's too long. All right, I'm gonna solve this problem. Another mistake, another time using the eraser shield. But first, let's double check this. From line 7 to 8, it's supposed to be down on the left 45 degrees for 2 3/8 inches. Is that where I screwed up? 1, 2, 3/8. Yep, it should. No, that's 2 3/8 inches. And then from 8 to 9 is, so this was supposed to be 1 7/8. It is. This is supposed to be 2 3/8. It is. This is supposed to be 2 1/2. Bishoff, you ding dong. No, it's supposed to be 2 1/4. All right, everybody. Don't know what's gone wrong, but that kind of looks right. One 7/8. Two 3/8. All right, folks. Well, if you figure out what I did wrong, let me know. 2 1/4. Okay. Well, that looks right to me. Feels like it should have come to here. Feels like it should have come to 2 and a little bit more, but it could be that this line is off. So it is what it is. We're not using the precision tools at school. We're going to use what we can.